Hi, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 16th, 2023 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or an animal healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. And if you're having trouble booking through the website, you can email me at daneharttarot@gmail.com. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time, Scorpio. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. So this is the Two of Wands reversed. We need to be mindful of doors closing. We can be feeling very negative about this. I see it as something that feels like a setback, but in the end, you're going to wind up on your feet and doing quite well. So, so don't think everything is over. Just be mindful of a door closing, and it just makes things a little bit more difficult, a little bit more tricky. But that old saying, when a door closes, a window opens, that's going to be very, very true during this time. Let me just fix something. I'm going to fix my mic over here. Give me 1 minute. Okay, brilliant. So let's see the energy that Spirit wants us to be aware of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Here we have harmony. Yeah. Okay. So before I even started this reading at all, I sat and I just chanted a bit. Energy vibration is going to be so important for you, Scorpio. Harmony, energy vibration, the harmony of music, the harmony of your body in this world. It's going to be something that you're very aware of during this time, or you're not aware of it. But once you start listening to things like singing bowls or chanting, or just something with this beautiful harmony to it, it helps put your energy in alignment, and that's going to help you move forward. So just be very aware of this during this time. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Interesting about the Aquarius energy that comes forward, okay? And we'll see why when we talk about the astrology of it all. We also have Virgo energy coming forward during this time. So, yeah. So let's dive into the astrology of it before we dive into the cards, or see how it all correlates together. On the 16th of August, the new moon is at 23 degrees of Leo. The sun and the moon are both in Leo. We are going to be very stubborn during this time, but also very open to new ideas. That's why this door closing, it's not going to be as big as a setback as others might think it would be for us, or as others would hope it would be. So that's going to be something very interesting. Leo brings confidence, creativity, vitality, love of life. It brings enthusiasm. It makes us natural leaders. It brings out our natural leadership, like where we shine. And it also makes us the hero of our own story. And we want to shine during this time. We want others to be the hero of their story, and we want them to shine. The new moon is a time of darkness. It is a time between the lunar cycles. It's that exhale. It's that quiet. It's when the eyes close, right? This is also seen as the moon's time in the underworld before it is reborn. Now, be it is a very short gestation, right? Of it's reborn on the 17th or on the 18th. But here, it's a time of death and rebirth, not a time for manifestation. Be very aware of this. It is a time for self realization. Actually, I would say here, Scorpio, a lot of the times we can feel very, very comfortable with the new moon. The new moon actually calls to a Scorpio's energy very, very well. Self reflection, transformation. That's what we're all about. So just be very aware of this. Venus is in the underworld at the same time as the new moon. And that's going to be a very, very powerful thing for us because it connects us with love. So Venus is conjunct the sun and the moon as she moves from being the evening star in our night sky to being our morning star. Now, there's a T square of Pluto and the lunar nodes, bringing fear and love, fear and love battling each other, and bringing victim and creator battling each other. Be aware of this energy. We'll feel it. We'll feel it. We'll be like, oh, I can't do this. I'm too afraid. I'm too overwhelmed. It might not even be fear that holds us back. It can be apathy or just feeling really tired, really drained. The black moon Lilith is at 24 degrees of Leo. This is linked to the moon and a symbol of of wild, intensive femininity, creativity, power. Now, with Venus conjunct the moon and black moon Lilith, this brings a rebellious energy that is all centered around love. All centered around love. We might be redefining what love means for us, how we see love, how we want to move forward in love in our lives. Uranus is squared the sun and the moon. Individuality, speaking the truth, being brave, fully being ourselves comes forward. Jupiter is trine Mercury, bringing big ideas and expanding our minds. We see that with the world opening. Even though things kind of get a little bit smaller, the world opens for us. Big ideas coming forward. We're also going to see here that we're kind of tired of fighting. We're like, nah, I don't really want to anymore. So just be aware of that, especially if love has always been seen as like a battle. I have to fight for love. So that's really not something we're into during this time. So Mars is conjunct Mercury, which is good for practicality and for our health. We become very health aware. So just, know that about ourselves. Mars is opposing Neptune, and Mars is very goal oriented, whereas Neptune is very dream based. So our drive can lose its dreams. Like we can lose the dreams of our drive. And all of a sudden, things can feel like drudgery. Things can feel like just a little bit overwhelming, and we can feel a little bit lost. So be aware of this. The sun, the moon, and Venus are close to the royal star Regulus. Now, this is at the heart of the constellation of Leo, the star. And so this really urges us to come back to our hearts and focus on our hearts. Venus, as she rises to the morning star, all right, is right by Hydra. And Hydra is the serpent, signifying the sacred feminine, who has also been in the underworld. There's a light in the darkness. Our dreams are leading us forward. Now, Saturn is in the stars of Aquarius. That's where we have the Aquarius energy right here. The water bearer, pouring the living waters onto the earth, bringing life, bringing wisdom. And this is Saturn connecting us with being energetic beings. Excuse me. Which is so important for us during this time to connect with the fact that we are simply energetic beings. Uranus and Jupiter are squaring the moon and Venus, and this is very close to the head of Cetus, the whale, reminding us of the wisdoms of the deep waters, that there are sacred healing waters around us, within us, and that the sacred feminine energy holds the life waters within our own bodies. So that's going to be This is going to be a very big time of stepping into our energy, stepping into what we love, but also connecting with healing waters, loving waters, you know, immersing ourselves in love, in healing, in compassion. That's going to be a very big thing. We're so not into fighting. I mean, that's going to be so absolutely true. Now, there's a difference between not being into fighting and being people's doormats. Do not be people's doormats, Scorpio. Usually aren't, but it's just something that Spirit is saying. It's like, don't roll over and play dead. This is a time of determination. Ooh, sorry about kicking my camera. About determination, about focus, about insight. But it's like, I'm not spending my time in a battle. I'm not. I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. And I'm just not going to. So as we're putting down the battles that we feel like we had to fight, we're seeing ourselves and we're seeing the energy that has been draining from us because we've always been on guard. And now this is a time where we turn inward. We say, okay, what do I want? What do I need? Where do I need to be for me? We have a lot of major arcanas in this reading with the Hermit, turning inward, saying, this is who I am. This is what I want for myself. There's something about silencing. Okay, this doesn't mean that we have to go off the grid and, you know, and live out in the woods. If that's what you want to do, do it. But this is a sense of, I need to connect with me. Self realization comes forward. I need to connect with my healing, powerful, prosperous, determined, focused self. I need to connect with my wisdom. What does wisdom look like? What does love look like? What is going on around me? The energy vibration within us is a bit off. I don't know why. Okay. But just be aware of that. There is something here where we are energetic beings. We need to focus around our energy. We need to focus around our vibrational, our vibrational energy, our vibrational speed. Some of us are going too fast, some of us are going too slow, and some of us just aren't recharging our batteries. So just be aware of this. Music is going to be so important during this time. With the world, okay? The world is opening to us. It doesn't mean that we have to go jet setting and be in the middle of everything. It means that all of a sudden we're looking more at the world. We're looking more at different things, at different people, at different ideas. Also, be very mindful of feeding yourself negative energy. It could be curiosity, it could be things where we feel like, oh, wow, these are really interesting stories. It's lowering our energy vibration. There's something that we're feeding us during this time, lowering our energy vibration. Be aware of this. With the world is opening to us. We are seeing things differently. We are seeing a way forward that once we thought just roadblocks, we're looking at ourselves in a different way. But again, our dreams and our drive can be a bit disconnected. So having that energy come forward, because of Mars opposing Neptune. And remember, once upon a time before Pluto was discovered, right, and then kicked out, we were ruled by Mars. So where Mars is, it deeply affects us at times, Scorpio. It really does. It actually deeply affects us, period. So understanding that Mars opposing Neptune, the ruler of the unseen world, which is what Neptune is, it also rules Pisces, which is another water sign. So that water sign energy is very much there. The dreamer, the expander, the giving birth to energy of the waters comes forward. And we're going to see that the world is opening, but it's opening in a way to heal. It's opening in a way to connect. And we need to root ourselves firmly in dreams. Yes, we are tenacious and incredible at going after what we want, but we need to root ourselves in dreams. What do I dream of? What do I long for? Keep a little booklet by your bed so you can write down your dreams. And also, I see you drawing pictures around your dreams. That's going to be very, very important. Or meditation to bring forward, kind of people's spirit animals or people's angels or loved ones who are around them. That's also going to be a very beautiful thing for you, Scorpio. Okay? The world is opening up. I see it around faces, and I see it around energies. Just be also very aware. You're very sensitive to different energies. With the Aquarius energy coming forward, Saturn is there. Saturn rules Capricorn, right? Capricorn energy, Saturn energy, astoundingly practical, astoundingly down to earth, and yet pouring the waters of wisdom and life onto us. As that star is, as that planet is in the constellation of Aquarius, we're seeing ourselves having wisdom poured on us, having, you know, logic poured on us, and it's opening up doors in ways that we hadn't imagined it would. But we're connecting with being that energetic being, that energy being. And what does that mean? How do we open ourselves to the universe? If we can do a slight meditation, just kind of breathing out and centering ourselves and reaching out into the universe. We can reach with our hands if we want to, and pulling forward the golden light of the universe into our hearts. We can do that motion, that pulling, kind of like a pulling toffee, or we can just visualize that energy coming into our hearts, spreading throughout our whole entire body, grounding us to the earth and connecting us to the stars. All the energy that is no longer needed. It's not bad energy. It's just no longer needed. Our bodies do not need it anymore. It's being cleansed out of us, just falling away, going back into the stars. I guess falling upward, right? Going back into the stars, back into the universe. And we are being recharged, replenished, and deeply nourished. And just let that golden energy wash over you, connecting with you until you are filled, until you can feel it tingling in your fingertips and the tips of your toes, top of your head, even your tongue and your nose, right? You're just all vibrating with this energy of power of the universe, that we are stardust and that the stars sit with us here, that we are guided by our dreams, but we are also guided by the movements of the planets, the movements of the stars. Our space, our place in space is opening to us. We're seeing it differently. We're seeing ourselves differently. And it brings us to the Five of Cups. We were being held back before. We were. This is change your mind and change your life. We're starting to see things very differently than we had once seen them. And this can also be very overwhelming. It can be like, oh, wow, the doors are opening, but also, hey, how the heck do I handle this? So just be aware of this energy. Be aware that you need to release. You need to release what is no longer welcome. But you're also moving forward in loving, healing kindness. You're moving forward in a connection that is beautiful. There is somebody on this earthly plane that you are connecting with that is just beautiful and powerful and helps your soul be beautiful and powerful. It doesn't have to be a love relationship. It can be a friendship. You do love this person, but it can even be a teaching of somebody who you'll never meet or who is no longer on this planet. They've gone on to the next realm. They can be inspiring you. Let yourself be inspired. Take in all that energetically vibrates with you. And know that this moon is that time, not of manifesting, not of saying, okay, these are my goals and this is what I'm going after. It is the time of just taking it in. We can write out our plans if we want to. We can sit there and say, okay, well, this sounds like a good idea. But I will see like the new moon, the time of self-reflection. It's like the time to write down, what do I want to achieve, right? What do I want to do? And why? Why is this important to me? And then after the new moon, as the sun starts to wink its way back into our sky, come forward, open its eyes, then we could say, okay, what if what the new moon was telling me do I need to go after? Do I want to achieve and succeed? Do I want to build in my life? Do I have time for it now, or is it not time yet? And then by the full moon, it's like, okay, this is the spotlight that I'm holding on what I desire and what I want. So let's see what the moon has to say for herself. This isn't a time for fighting at all. Just know that. I mean, actually, we're really adverse to it, but it is a time of stepping into our power. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Ooh, okay. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels. I love how surrender just like popped right out for you. And spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Okay. So what's interesting is that we start off here with surrender. Like we're being told, hey, listen, we're not fighting. We don't want to. It's there's an energy of peace to us, an energy of peace and an energy of power in peace that's coming forward. And it's working through our fears. We have this new moon in Scorpio. We have us coming forward, right? This new moon is in Leo, but this card here with the new moon in Scorpio is telling us work through your fears. And as we surrender to the power of self realization, as we surrender to turning inward and saying, okay, what do I need? What do I want? Where am I moving to? As we surrender to that power, we start to see ourselves come forward. We start to see ourselves working through fears that have held us back. There is also a fear around us, and this might not resonate with everyone, but I see a fear around us, like of rocking the boat, of being a bit of trouble, right? And Spirit is saying here, you're allowed to make waves. You're allowed to let yourself be known. It's just that we can go from not wanting to make any waves then to, kind of, it's like we don't want to be picking fights, with everybody who disagrees with us or who we disagree with. It's just a waste of energy. But it's very much standing in our power and saying, I'm not going to be bullied, period, and stop. But even people who don't realize that they're bullies, I mean, they can think, oh my gosh, I'm just such a loving, caring, nurturing person. Have you ever heard those people? I love them. Who sit there and they're huge bullies. They're huge egotists. They're just completely in their own world of self. And they're like, but I am the most nurturing, caring, loving, compassionate person I know. And you think, no, you're not. You're not even close. We have here acceptance. Okay. So we're not being bullied. Okay. And we're not being bullied by people who don't even realize they're bullies. And we think, oh my gosh, I'm wrong. Like I'm taking their energy the wrong way. No, listen to yourself. And that's why we're told here with acceptance as we turn inward, see what it is that you want, see what it is that you desire, the stars guiding you forward, right? We have the star in the lantern right here, which I love. The star is guiding us forward. We're having a bit of difficulty accepting our path, accepting ourselves, accepting the way forward, accepting what we desire, want, need, and are looking for. But we need to know that the answers you need are coming. I mean, they're just going to come. This is a time from new moon to new moon that we are moving into ourselves. But as the full moon comes on the 31st of August, as that, blue supermoon comes forward, it is going to shine a light on so many things. It's like it brings this brilliance, it brings this power to us. The answers you need are coming, and they are. But they come in whispers, okay? They come in beautiful moments. They come in quiet subtleties. You're going to be looking for big things. We like neon signs. We like big things, billboards, posters. We want it to be big and bold. It's going to be quiet and it's going to be gentle. It's going to be graceful. So just be aware of this. Nothing will come of the situation. Okay? This is reversed. Things will come of things. That that's a sentence. With the world opening to us. The void of course is periods of time throughout a lunar cycle where things just go a little bit wonky. What we think will happen will not happen. This is reversed. So we have a pretty good grasp on things. We're like, oh, okay, I can see this. I can move this forward. The darkness of the new moon, it speaks to us. It speaks to us in a powerful way. It speaks to us in an insightful way. And it's like, okay, I can see me moving forward in this energy. But embracing the darkness, stepping into the darkness with ourselves, embracing the quiet is going to be something very, very powerful. And it can be something, very hard to step into that quiet. Now we have ourselves protected. This moon is telling us we are protected. We are, secure. And then we have your hard work is paying off reversed. We cannot feel like our hard work is paying off and we cannot feel protected. But the moon is telling us, hey, listen, you are. You're safe. You're okay. I got you. And even though we don't feel during this new moon that our hard work is paying off, it is. It is. Have faith in your dreams. I love that one. The realization that we are the key, that we hold so much and are moving so much forward. Have faith in your dreams. Have faith in you. Because if you don't, who the heck will? Have faith in your dreams. Have faith in your soul. Have faith in yourself. You are moving forward in the most extraordinary of ways, Scorpio. And that's as we see ourselves moving towards love. Put love at the center of your heart. Write love on your mirror. Write love on your water bottle. Write love all around you. Have it, have the word love on the lock screen of your phone. Let yourself see it every single day. Love needs to guide you. Listen to your heart. Connect with your emotions. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the Nine of Swords reversed. We need to be mindful that we're tired. We're tired, we're a bit burnt out, we're pushing a little bit too hard. We need to slow things down. Just be aware of this. We're also, again, we're tired of battles. We just are. It's like, ugh. And something that could be fun or that was once fun is now it's like, oh my gosh, it's a battle. Okay, now I have to do this type of thing. So just be aware of this energy. I have to fight for it. Now it's something I have to fight for. We don't want to fight. Our subconscious spirit message here is positivity. To embrace positivity, what we truly love, what we truly want, what we truly need, and to just let our hearts come forward. Not what our egos are telling us we want, we need, what we should be achieving, but to let our hearts guide us, because our hearts talk to our brain more than our brain talks to our heart. And we're going to find that with positivity, with saying, okay, what is it that is positive, like that is happy, that is beautiful, that I can connect with? That starts to open up the door for us. That starts to open up the world for us. It brings us then to our subconscious tarot message, which is the moon reversed. This moon isn't what we expect it to be. It's just not. It's just not. And this, this is Pisces energy, that Neptune energy, that disconnect from our dreams kind of has us tripping a little bit, like tripping over our own feet. It's like, okay, well, how do I traverse this? How do I move forward this way? We're questioning, we're searching, we're looking. Okay. But this moon reversed, it brings up a lot of fears. It brings up a lot of doubts. It makes us look at ourselves and say, okay, but what do I truly want? And do I have the confidence in myself? How do I move forward? It's bringing up valid questions. But we need to start seeing ourselves as powerful people, as people who have every right to embrace our voice and what we want. And let that be known. Our subconscious Luna message is conclusions are within reach, reversed. They're not. There's going to be a lot of questions. Yes, we're getting answers, but there's a lot of questions. That's why the answers are coming. And we need to focus on the beautiful. Here, I cannot tell you how long I used these cards and did not see that this was a face. I think I saw the lips or the eye. I don't remember. I saw a very small bit. And then one day I was like, oh my gosh, I looked at this. I was like, oh my gosh, it's an eye. I was like, oh my gosh, it's a face. I just saw the lips. That's what I just saw. I just saw the lips. And that's going to be something. It's like we're just going to hear something first, and then we're going to start to see it. But our angels are going to be whispering to us. Something's going to be guiding us just through sound first. Okay, that's also why your connection with vibrational energy, music, sound, is going to be so important. We hear it first, and then we'll see it. All right. All right, Scorpio. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony. Scorpio, may blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless, and have a blessed moon. Bye.